Because we value things that we cannot control, the things we value control us. Power is the ability of a person, event, or thing to exert control over what we value. If we value money, anyone who can provide us with it holds power over us. If we value praise, we will seek it out with every action and will depend on others' opinions. Anyone or anything that can give us or take away what we value has power over us. We are unable to live life on our own terms because our behavior is continuously influenced by other people and events. We are slaves to whoever controls what we care about. Thus, the secret to become free from anyone's influence is to value what we can control more than we value what we can't. A good example of how to do this comes from Stoic philosophy. The Stoics are free from any sort of influence and power because they value above all else something that they alone can control: their character. What frightens peoples and keeps them subdued? It can't be the tyrant and his bodyguards. A person's own thoughts unnerve them. If a tyrant threatens to chain our leg, whoever holds his leg in high regard will beg for mercy, whereas the person who cares more for his character will answer back, "Go ahead and chain it, if that's what you want." The person who cares more than anything for his character cannot be coerced to act against his will. Character is the real measure of a person. Nothing can accomplish what a strong character can. But how can we actually start valuing our character more than we care about other things? Fame, wealth, and status have a very strong appeal. Fundamentally, we care about things because they are useful, pleasant, or valuable in some other way. So, we must understand how focusing on our character is even more valuable than anything else. We have to understand the benefits of making character our foremost priority. By valuing our choices above all else, we gain freedom, since we stop wanting things that others control. Our choices lead to our behavior becomes our habits, and our habits build and influence our character. Thus, to preserve our character is a choice that we can make at any moment, and nothing can get in the way of it. Be confident in everything outside the will, and cautious in everything under the will's control. For if evil is a matter of the will, then caution is needed there. And if everything beyond the will and not in our control is immaterial to us, then those things can be approached with confidence. By approaching with caution our choices, we can be confident in things external to us, since not only are they outside our control, they're also insignificant to us. We become free and tranquil. No event will ever be able to disturb us. Focusing on our character also gives us strength. By prizing our character above all else, we care about the choices that we make in a situation rather than the situation itself. Therefore, whether we are facing hardship or prosperity, we don't value what we have or what we can get, but how we act and respond to the situation. There is a quote in Epictetus's Discourses: "Death is not fearful, but dying like a coward is." The focus here is not on the circumstances themselves, but on how we respond to them. When we care about our choices and character, circumstances become irrelevant to us. We only care about how we respond to them. Rather than feel hurt by circumstances, we maintain our integrity and composure. Not only will we be capable of facing life and its hardships with equanimity, we will also find great satisfaction in doing so. Another advantage of preserving our character is that we reverse the dynamics of power. Anyone who tries to exert influence over us will inevitably fail, unless we assent to such a person of our own accord. Someone who is extorted by a tyrant with promises or threats will not only be free from the tyrant's power, but will himself become the powerful one, for the tyrant is unable to control him. If a tyrant threatens me at court, I say, "What is he threatening?" If he says, "I will put you in chains," I say, "He is threatening my hands and feet." If he says, "I will behead you," I say, "He is threatening my neck." If he says, "I will throw you into prison," I say, "He is threatening my entire body." If he threatens exile, I say the same. Well then, aren't you threatened even a little? If I feel that those things are nothing to me, then no. But if I fear for any of them, then yes, it is I who am threatened. Who is there left for me to fear, and over what has he control? Not what is in my power, because no one controls that except myself. As for what is not in my power, in that I take no interest. By focusing on your choices and character, you gain back power over your life. Nothing and no one is able to influence your behavior. Only you have that privilege. There is one last thing to consider when looking at why our choices and character are more valuable than anything else. Our choices, what we do, say, and think, have the power to affect the world. The whole reason that the Stoics focus on what they can control is to contribute to something that matters and improve life in some way. Whereas most people who chase things such as wealth, fame, or sex are concerned with gaining something, the Stoics have their focus on what they can offer. All that they wish to get, that is, the flourishing of their character, they get it from themselves. This is what makes Stoics so strong, free, and powerful. Their disinterest in external things leads them to find within themselves everything they need to live a fulfilling life. Thus, by valuing your choices and character above all else, you become free from the influence that the world exerts on most people. You start to live life on your own terms and gain the ability to face hardship with composure. You also start focusing on what really matters and contributing to something valuable. You become untouchable and unstoppable because your character is your most valuable asset. It gives you more than any amount of wealth, fame, or prestige could ever give you.